In the 16th week of pregnancy, we have some interesting baby developments to cover this week, including big news with baby's ears and some symptoms that might be new for you as well. Of course, we want to be going over what you might want to add to your think and do list this week, and we are going to be checking in with the mamas that we're following as part of the expecting crew. Welcome to the Birth Toolbox Classroom. I'm Alice, a doula and childbirth educator, going week by week through pregnancy with you. Sounds like it's time for class. Let me wheel in our think and do board so we can talk about what you might have on your list for this week. Now, I have two items for the think side this week. The first one is start your registry. So just like our expecting crew mama who is thinking about setting up her room for her new baby, now is a great time to get your registry process started. Now, whether or not you're having a baby shower, setting up a baby registry, it's a great way to organize your thoughts when it comes to what you're going to need for the baby. So I'm going to put some links in the description below to Amazon's baby registry and baby list. Those are both super easy and very helpful. Now, the second item on the think board is childcare options. Now, it might feel early to start thinking about childcare, but in many places, there are waiting lists. The earlier that you tackle this, the better. So you might not even know what you want for childcare, which is totally normal, but it's a great time to think about it. Talk to your partner about what might work for you, whether that's a parent staying at home, a nanny share, or a childcare center. Now is a great week to get that discussion started. What's happening with baby's development this week? At 16 weeks of development, the fetus is about 4 inches or 10 centimeters, which is similar in length to an avocado. The weight of the fetus is just about 3.5 ounces, which is about the same as a deck of cards. This week, the fetus might begin to hear sounds of your heartbeat and your digestive system because the inner ear structures are developing. More maturing of the organs, of course, is happening this week as well, along with the hardening of the skeleton. Now, while some bones are becoming more distinct, other bones, they're still in the cartilage stage. The 16th week of pregnancy is also a time when reflexes, such as the swallowing reflex, develop. And this is going to be a really important reflex when it's time for them to feed after their birth. Hormone changes that are happening in the second trimester may cause some challenging symptoms in your 16th week of pregnancy. Now, just as the nausea and vomiting subsides, you may notice that heartburn and indigestion may appear. Eating smaller meals could help with these symptoms. The hormonal fluctuations along with your growing uterus may also lead to constipation and gas this week. Speaking of growing belly, you're probably noticing quite a change to your abdomen in the 16th week of pregnancy. Now, I'm a huge believer in documenting these changes. Taking weekly belly photos is a great activity to do with your partner, and I'm going to put a link to a fun video of belly transformation that was done by one of our expecting mamas that we've been following. Speaking of expecting mamas, let's check in with them and see how they're doing this week.
Hi, I'm 16 weeks pregnant, and this week I have had a cold, so I have not been feeling super great at all. But in terms of the pregnancy symptoms and everything, I really haven't been feeling much of anything at all. My belly's getting bigger and I'm feeling a little bit of movement from the baby, but aside from that, I barely even feel pregnant.
This week I am 16 weeks pregnant and feeling, mostly pretty good. I have some weird cramping that I'm getting in my feet, which has been kind of frustrating for the last few days, but it's starting to ease up today, so I don't think it's too bad anymore. I have no idea if it's pregnancy related or not, but that's been my main gripe this week is foot cramps. Some things that I've been thinking about this week and kind of discussing more with my husband is how we're gonna make space in our house for the new baby. This room is currently my office, but it's technically the second or third, bedroom, second kid's bedroom. So we are thinking that for the first 6 months or a year or however long, this space will pull double duty, and we're gonna move the diaper change setup from my daughter's room into here, and I don't know if we'll have like the crib or anything in here for a little while, just because baby will be in our room for at least the first 6 months, maybe longer if they're anything like our first. But yeah, so just kind of figuring out how we need to reorganize the furniture in here to accommodate space for the baby that will be, you know, enough space and a safe space so that they can have like supervised, you know, tummy time and play and different activities in here as they get a little bit older and are ready for those different activities. And then for our older daughter, we'll have to do a little bit of rejigging in her room too, and you know, get her a new dresser because the current baby change station is like on top of a dresser. So we'll get her a new dresser and a new bookshelf and, you know, some things that are kind of more suitable for like a young child and make her room a little bit less of a nursery and more of like a kid's room. So that's very exciting. She's looking forward to that, and I think it's helpful that some of these changes are things that are about her getting older and not necessarily about her having to change her lifestyle to accommodate a new sibling, because that's, you know, something we want to be really mindful of as we kind of navigate this introduction of another family member into the household. So yeah, we're doing some measuring and decluttering and online window shopping and stuff to try and figure out what our new combination of furniture items is going to be. And so it's exciting to kind of think about how this space is going to transform and be used, and yeah, get that underway.
Hey, before you go, make sure you're getting our weekly newsletter. I'll drop the link in the description below, and you can also find it at birthtoolbox.com/newsletter. I hope your 16th week of pregnancy is a good one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can follow along through the weeks ahead.